Should Southampton now target playoffs? They have to. They have to. Welcome back to Where the Saints Talk with myself, Luke, and today we've got Joe, Elliot, Nick, and Alex talking all things Southampton, including this week's A to Z and tweet of the week. Right, we've got a lot to talk about, guys. Lots to talk about. Let's start with the Sheffield Wednesday game, the most recent game. It was a good result, wasn't it, against a very sorry Sheffield Wednesday, Joe?
Yeah, it was. I mean, although they've gone down with -7 points and they're in all heaps of trouble, I thought the actual home support was superb from them. I feel like now that Chansiri's out, I feel like they're kind of getting behind their team again. It's a bit of a shame we conceded, but it is what it is. We got the 3 points, and that's the main thing.
Oh, 100%. That was the must, wasn't it, Elliot? Going into the game against Sheffield Wednesday, obviously them being in a sorry state and relegated. 3 points, get it done, job done, see you later. That's what it had to be.
Yeah, exactly. Funnily enough, I met Flynn Downs on the train earlier in the week, and I said to him, "Good luck for the game on Saturday. Not that you'll need it." But I'd said it's just a case of guarding against complacency, because when you turn up to a team like that, it's easy to sort of think, you can just play on second gear all match and turn them over without having to work hard. But they didn't make it easy for us. And they could have scored a second goal. I can't remember who missed that chance for Wednesday, but yeah, he kind of falls over the ball. Should have buried it away. So we didn't have it all our own way. And I think at times it was not a walk in the park. But I think, we got the 3 points. That's all that matters, as Joe said.
Yeah, that is all that matters. And one of the goals was a beautiful, beautiful free kick, Nick. How many free kicks has Manning scored this season? He's up there, isn't it?
I think he's got 3 now, right? I mean, I may be wrong on that, but I think that was his 3rd. We have to give him his flowers, but what was the Sheffield Wednesday wall doing? I mean, I think they dove out of the way. Still, good placement. You have to give him credit, but I think in terms of his free kicks this season, the one against Watford takes the best of the bunch for me. This one was good, but take a replay, take a look at the Wednesday wall. It's symbolic.
This focus on Manning is a great strike by Manning. Yeah, the wall wasn't great. I think though it was a good performance, Alex, against a team like Elliot said. Sometimes they can be banana skins, can't they? You go there, you think you get comfortable, you think you're going to come away with 3 points, and sometimes they're the games that you get stuck on. So it was good to see Saints do a professional job. Would you say?
Yeah, I think so. It was a week where, well, obviously we're focusing on this game, but both games Saints had a lot of possession, and it's always good, though possession is not the answer to everything. It's always good when we've got it that we're making the most of it, and that's what we've been doing, breaking down teams a lot better this week, I think. And it's nice to see us looking like a team that's scoring goals from all over the pitch. We didn't need any attackers to score goals, luckily. But having 3 defenders to score against Sheffield Wednesday, it just shows that everyone's chipping in. So that's really vital when you're pushing for the playoffs.
Definitely. There seems to be a lot of strength in depth at the minute, Joe. You've got some players coming back, obviously, from injury. I mean, you look at the fullback positions alone, there's lots of strength out there. All over the pitch, there seems to be options now, which is coming up to the crunch time. It's a good place to be.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we really reduced our squad size in the winter, and we seem that we've got stronger because of it, if that makes sense. Like, we got rid of the people that didn't really want to be there, and we actually replaced them with players that actually want to play for Southampton and actually look like they give a shit. It's really good. Like, it's nice to see that we have got strength in depth all over the pitch. We bring out Yander, and we can bring in someone just as good in Che Charles. So yeah, superb, really.
Yeah, definitely. This touch on, we have to touch on the midweek game. I know it's obviously a little bit far away now, but when Saints score 5 goals, Elliot, we have to bring it up. I think you guys wouldn't be happy if I didn't bring it up. What a game that was against opposition that they've got their injuries, QPR, but against quite strong opposition to score 5 goals and keep a clean sheet. It was what a game.
Yeah, absolutely. I was at that game, and it's one of those games that you couldn't really believe it as each goal went in. Um, I think it was a combination of us playing really well and QPR's keeper having an absolute mare. I think
Yeah.
I read some people say it was only a 2-0 kind of game, and I'm inclined to agree. I don't, not that we didn't deserve the goals, but I do think, maybe we were gifted 1 or 2 goals. But then again, I think if we had played this game last, under Will Steele or last year, would we have won that game that convincingly? Would we have capitalised on those chances? Probably not. So I think it's a combination of us playing much, much better with this new system, and the just more players being in form. Matski getting a brace, his first ever championship goal, almost had a hat trick. So yeah, I think despite how bad QPR were, I do think this is a sign of just how far we've come.
Yeah, definitely. How was it celebrating the 5 goals, Nick, from your household? I bet it was a very happy place to be.
With the time difference, I was at work actually, so I had to be a little muted to kind of not key everyone else in that I wasn't actually doing any work. But no, it was great, and I think I just want to kind of quickly echo one thing that Joe said and one thing that Elliot said. We have strength and depth across the pitch, and we have a clear hierarchy now. We have a top choice in every position and a second choice in every position, and I think for most of the season we didn't have that, and I think that makes a huge difference. And also, like Elliot said, we got gifted some goals. We got a little lucky, but you got to put yourself in position to get gifted goals and get lucky. So we earned that 5-0, I think, and I completely agree. Maybe 3-4 months ago, we may not have won it so convincingly. So happy days.
100%.
Can I also just put a quick note out there to say Finn Azaz, that first goal from Finn Azaz was superb, sublime. Sorry, carry on, Luke.
No. What? You know what? Finn Azaz is a player that you go on socials and he's either a well beater or he's uninspiring. It's so up and down with Finn Azaz. But yeah, what player? I think he's a great player. I think he's just going to take it. Like any player, sometimes it takes a little while to settle into a new team. But yeah, definitely. Well, with the strength and depth we just spoke about, with the run of form, I think Saints the one of the most informed teams in the division at the moment. The question is, Alex, and I'm going to throw it to you first, mate. Will Southampton make the playoffs?
I did a kind of small piece on all the teams. There was 14 teams a couple of weeks ago on who were in the mix, and yeah, I said Saints would get that 6th spot, and I still do think that. I think just in terms of quality, why wouldn't we? We've got, if you look at the teams around us, it's Wrexham, it's Birmingham. They're good teams, but they're not like the levels that Saints have, I don't think. I think with our running as well, it's pretty good. Apart from, we're usually better against the teams in and around us because we have less possession. It's more of a kind of moments, kind of situations. I think when it comes to it, and there's 13 games, 12 games left, I think we'll get it. I do think we'll get it.
Okay, so that's 1 vote for yes. Joe, are you going to be as positive as young Al?
So I'm going to be positive, but I'm going to put a spin on it as well. I think we'll get playoffs, but I don't want us to get playoffs. Okay. I think we will, but don't come and kill me in the comments, everyone. But I just think that we need another year down in the Championship, because I feel like if we go back up next year, Sports Republic aren't going to have learnt their lessons, and we're going to get a measly 10 points, and we're going to be the worst Premier League team in history, and I don't want that. I feel like if we do a Villa or do a Bournemouth and stay down a couple of years, have a proper reset and rebuild, as I said the previous weeks, then I think we've got a decent chance of going up next season. That's not to say that I don't want us to get playoffs. It would be good to get playoffs, but I don't feel like it's the be-all and end-all, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I get it. Very level-headed, that, Joe. And it's almost considered as a win-win then, because if you get into the playoffs, lovely jubbly. But if you don't, At least you can think, right, no, another season to sort of stabilise.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll call that another vote for yes. Next to it, shall we? Elliot, what's your views, mate? Will Southampton get over the line in this final crunch period of the season?
It's definitely possible. I think we've got in the next 4 weeks we're playing Coventry, Ipswich, and Wrexham. So I'd say, yeah, ask me again in like 3 weeks maybe. But I think it's. I think, well, after the QPR game, there was a stat doing the rounds on social media that under Eckert, since he came in, I think it was since he became permanent, we've won more games than any other team, scored more goals, had more shots on target, I think more XG as well. So clearly it's working under him. I just think if we can keep the positive momentum going forward, we're now 9 unbeaten in all competitions. So there's no reason why we can't keep that momentum going. Our injury record is really good as well. So, yeah, I just think we need to come out of the next sort of 4 or 5 games. I mean, we've got West Brom away, Coventry away, then Norwich at home, which, West Brom are pretty awful, but Coventry away, Norwich at home, they could be really tricky. And all of a sudden, you could undo that momentum with one bad result. So, yeah, I think we can do it, but we just have to take it one game at a time.
Okay. So that's a no from Elliot then. Nick, what about yourself, mate? Are you gonna go on the fence a little bit like Elliot, or are you gonna be highly positive like Alex?
I'm gonna say they will do it. I would be kind of surprised if they didn't, especially if they keep up the form that they're in. They should get enough points to do it. I don't have anything to add above what the rest have said. The only thing I will add is that in the upcoming fixture list is the FA Cup run is going to get interesting. If they get past Fulham, the next round, if they get past Fulham, the next round is the weekend before a match week that sees us play Ipswich, Wrexham, and Derby. 3 teams also fighting for those playoff spots. So we'll see how it goes. They may want to, slyly lose against Fulham just to avoid kind of messing with this. I think it really depends on what their goals for the season are, and I think their goals for the rest of the season should 100% be finish in a playoff spot and see what happens.
Yeah. So you're gonna lose to Fulham, but on purpose? Is that what we're gonna go?
Yeah, take it to penalties, and then maybe have Alex come out there and take the 5th one. and makes it great if he doesn't.
I'm sure Alex has got some good shooting boots. What's your shooting boots like, Alex?
Well, Sport Republic have signed 45 players, and they've only signed one who's scored double digits in goals.
Harwood
That was
Bellis?
Taylor Harwood-Bellis. Yeah. So if they bring me in, I'm sure I'll be just as good as them.
Good answer, mate. Right, well, as Nick said, next game is a FA Cup game. It's Fulham at Craven Cottage, a team that on the day of recording have just beat Spurs, so it shows the level that they're currently at. I mean, beating Spurs probably doesn't say too much right now.
Spurs are a championship side, so,
side. Joe, what do you expect from the game? Do you expect Saints to put a strong 11? And would you like to see a win against Fulham?
I don't think we'll put a really strong 11 out. I think it will be kind of a mixture out of experience and youth. I would like to see a couple of academy graduates come through, like Cam Bragg and like Moses Sesse maybe getting a chance. I'm a little bit on the fence with whether I want to go through or not, because yes, it would be good and we would get the money from it, but at the end of the day, the league is more important. So let's focus on the league, and if we win, it's great, and if not, then it's not the end of the world. Like it's fine.
Yeah, definitely. What's your score predictions for the game, mate?
Oh, I know I said it would be fine if I didn't lose, but I'm still going to go for a 2-1 Saints win. Sod it. have to back the boys. Elliot, what about yourself, mate? What are you expecting from the game, and what's your score predictions for it?
I don't care what anyone says. I always love a cup run, even if it's a distraction to the league or whatever. I do. I still rate the FA Cup. I know a lot of Premier League managers would have you believe that it's not as important anymore, and they scrap the replays, which I disagree with. But no, I love a cup run, and we've got a fairly decent record at Craven Cottage. So I could see maybe Fulham not taking it so seriously, but then I don't think they're are they in a chance of qualifying for Europe? Maybe.
I think so. Yeah, I think they're like
Um,
on an outside chance of qualifying.
yeah, the ninth, 5 points off sixth. So yeah, they could maybe creep into the Conference or Europa League spot. So maybe they'll have one eye on the league and not take it so seriously. So there's a chance, but then I've got a feeling Honda might make something stupid like 10 changes again. So it really depends. I'd like to see our youth players get another run out. So I think if we come away with it just and not lose embarrassingly, I'd take that as a win. So I'm optimistic we could maybe get something from it, take it to penalties, like you said earlier. But yeah, the problem is if you get through this game, you're just going to come up against a City or Liverpool or Arsenal
City,
sooner or later. So yeah, it'd just be nice to go on the run for a little bit longer and keep that unbeaten streak going as well.
Yeah, very true. Winning breeds winning. That's what I always say. No matter what the competition is, winning breeds winning. Right, that's that. We're now on to the A to Z, and it's the letter S. Alex, we'll throw it to you first, please, mate. What's your letter S for Southampton?
So my letter S is St Mary's. Obviously it's the place where we don't always see us win, but we see us play, somewhat questionably. Yeah, it's just the home of Saints, and it's seen a win against Inter Milan. It's seen that playoff semi-final, which was probably the best I've ever seen the stadium. Yeah, it's just kind of a home ground is so important. So yeah, that's my S.
Yeah, definitely. It's the hub, isn't it? It's the hub of the community, the home ground. It's where all Saints fans come together and either cry or smile. That's depends how the team's going. Elliot,
Mostly
what about
cry.
yourself, please, mate? What's your letter S for Southampton?
I'm going with Sadio Mane. Obviously, he was with us for 2 years under Ronald Koeman, which was, I think most Saints fans will agree, was the last time we were a really good side. He scored 25 goals in 75 games for us, and scored the fastest Premier League hat-trick against Aston Villa in a game that ended 6-1. That was when Tim Sherwood was managing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just think on his day he was absolutely unplayable. Of course, he eventually went to Liverpool for, I think, was it 40 million, 45 million, something like that. So at the time it was a lot of money, and I think at one point you could say he was one of the best players in the world. And I think in this day and age with VAR, that record, the fastest hat trick, will probably never be beaten. And 2 minutes 56 seconds is absolutely unbelievable. Less than a minute per goal. It's a shame that he left and went to that club, but I think he'll always be remembered as probably one of our greatest ever players.
Yeah, what a career he's had as well. What a career! And
You don't even get one goal in 2 minutes 56 seconds these days with these.
No,
VAR
yeah.
stoppages.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Right, we are finishing with tweet of the week, and we mentioned it earlier. Ryan Manning scored a beautiful free kick, and the tweet reads, "I wish I had Manning's left foot." So the question for you, Nick, is what are your free kick skills like? Would you be able to bend one in like Manning?
Well, I'm left-footed as well, so maybe we can have a little me versus him 1v1 competition. I could get it over a wall. I just don't think it would come back down again. But no, he's done his job this season, right? His job is to be an attacking fullback, and he does that really well. And when Wellington went down, I was a little frightened of him being exposed in the back four, but he really hasn't been. So hats off to him. I think he's played the role that he's supposed to play this season, and he's played it very well.
Yeah, definitely. Especially under Tondereka, definitely. Well done, guys. Great conversation as usual. We've been nice positive one. I like these. I like when they're nice and positive. It's good. We'll see you in the playoffs. We'll see you in the final of the FA Cup. It's all going to happen. Thank you very much for a great conversation. Thank you, everybody, for watching at home. Please like and subscribe and get involved in the comments below, talking all things Southampton.